So I just got back from seeing Beast. Let me put the lights back on here. Okay. I liked the movie. It was very entertaining. One of the things I always wanted to do in my life, I would love to be, in the safari. I would love to see nature like that face to face. I mean, it's scary, but there was this one cool part where, the storyline was the father's wife passed away, terrible, from cancer. Terrible. He had two daughters, and I guess it was their relative, because they kept calling him Uncle Martin, lived in Africa, but he lived in the safari area of Africa. And ultimately, he raised, Uncle Martin like lions since they were like cubs. So there was this one part where like he was actually playing with these big gigantic lions, and they were playing with him and loving them up. And it's really true, because you see this a lot. I watch this a lot on YouTube. You see people who, if they were actually with these gigantic, cats, these gigantic animals, when they were little, like, babies, they were like they were the cubs. When they become these gigantic monsters, the animal recognizes them, the animal trusts them, and the animal loves them and plays with. I've seen it on the internet. So I was really enjoying it, but then it started getting, unrealistic, Hollywood stuff, where there was this one particular killer lion that I guess wanted revenge from all of these hunters that were killing its family. But the thing that made it unrealistic was you're not going to beat the lion. You're not going to win. It's not going to happen. Like the fall, it was kind of like the movie Cujo. If you ever saw, the movie Cujo from Stephen King, they were trapped in their car. The family. Their Uncle Martin got attacked. He couldn't move his legs. The kids don't listen to the father. The father's like, stay in the car. There was two daughters. They don't listen. They had a lot of resentment for the father, because the father apparently left the mother. Then the mother passed away. The daughters kind of felt like the father, was a jerk off, I guess, because, he left them. He left the mother. And, obviously he had a lot of regret in his heart. And he was telling his daughters, please forgive me. I'm sorry. I love the both of you. I did love your mother. I thought I had more time. But because of their resentment, they kind of didn't listen to the father. They were going out of the car. The girl was going to find her Uncle Martin. And I mean, it's just unrealistic. The lion would have probably killed the girl. But of course that didn't happen, because it's Hollywood. And the girls, I mean, okay, one of the girls got a little hurt, but nothing bad. Nothing bad. And then there was this one part where all these hunters came, and ultimately they recognized their Uncle Martin, who was, he was on the side of the animals, Uncle Martin. So he would kill all these scavengers, you understand? So when they saw them, that's it. They wanted to kill, everybody. That's it. They're like, he's a scavenger hunter. So, I know that's why I'm going to put at the beginning of the video, I'm going to say, spoiler alert. I know I'm giving it away. But I mean, then it just got to a point where they had a truck. So one of the guys had the keys for to the truck. So obviously the father got the bright idea. Let me go out there, get the keys. The keys weren't in the truck. He had to go find one of them. And the lion was killing all of them. The lion was killing all the scavengers. So it just got really unrealistic. The father's like going into like the water, friggin' gigantic alligators there. There's all these friggin' hippopotamuses. The guy would have got killed, you know what I mean? Snakes everywhere, But yet he managed to safely, he had a walkie-talkie. The daughters are screaming. This was realistic. My kids would probably have done this to me. They're screaming, Dad, Dad, Dad. And the lion, went right up to the walkie-talkie. But anyway, it just was a little unrealistic. You're never going to be able to beat this powerful creature. They winded up eventually getting the keys, getting into one of these trucks from the scavengers, driving miles and miles away, and yet this lion kind of followed them, which is like, why would the lion leave its territory? They're not right. That's the whole point, is the lion stays in its territory. You enter its territory, you become its prey. But apparently this lion went after them, and the thing that was cool is at the end, there were other lions. Remember I told you that their Uncle Martin raised those other lions when they were cubs, and well, those other lions came to the rescue of the father because that, I guess we could call it the evil lion, was trying to rip him, to shreds, and then the lions attacked the bad lion, the evil lion, and saved the father's life. Great movie for the family. I mean, I would definitely suggest watching it. It's entertaining. It's fun. I'll tell you a funny story. I used to be a security guard. Okay, a long time ago, I worked at Madison Square Garden. I worked during the circus. Okay, and it's so funny, right? They actually stationed me where I was with all the animals. But, they were obviously, they were in the cages, lions, everything, right? So, long story short, I fell asleep. And I was right next to the lion cage. I'm like, right? So, an hour goes by. This massive, gigantic lion came right up to me. It was like, because I was right next to the cage. And it did a roar, like, forget it. I woke up. I fell off the chair. They're lying. So I did have a real life experience with a gigantic lion. But anyway, it's a good movie. It's entertaining. It wasn't so gory. It really wasn't that bad. It really, it's okay, I think, for kids. Because I know everyone's going to be like, you brought your kids. It wasn't that bad. Entertaining movie. Just a little unrealistic.